Welcome ladies and gentlemen to a new video. I'm Max and today I'm gonna present to you 4 fragrances that I rarely use anymore. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about why I don't use this type of fragrances so much these days and so on and so forth. But before I jump into the video today, please smash that subscribe button if you enjoy the content on my channel and give this video a like if you find this video helpful or interesting in some way. And just to let you know guys, I don't think any of these fragrances are particularly bad in any way. It's just a personal preference, so if you own one of these fragrances, don't be sad, you know, because it's just my personal preference right now, what I like in this moment of my life and what I don't use that much anymore. So, without further ado, let's start the video. Alright guys, so one fragrance that I think I haven't used that much, it's on the 4th place today, is this one. It's CK1 Shock. It's this fragrance here. And why I don't really enjoy this fragrance since the start is I have a hard time to enjoy Oriental fragrances, if I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I think this type of fragrances is too like gourmandy, too Oriental, like Middle Eastern smelling for a guy like me, how I carry myself, how I look and all that type of aspects. Or it's just a matter of preference. I don't know. I just know that I haven't used this too much because it smells too fruity, too tobacco-like. I'm not a fan of the heavy tobacco type of note in fragrances, actually. So that's maybe why I don't use this so much. But yeah, I don't know. It's not bad, it's just I think it's really hard for me to wear it in different type of situations. I wouldn't wear this in the summertime at all because it's too tobacco-y, too apple kind. It has a strong apple note in there, I think. I don't know if it's listed on Fragrantica that there is apple in this fragrance, but I really feel straight from the top note, the heavy apple vibe mixed with the tobacco. But as I said before guys, this is not a bad fragrance. I would actually recommend this to some guys, depending on what your style is on fragrances, what you like, what you don't like and stuff like that. So this is a good cheap fragrance if you want to take a step in the more Oriental type of fragrance world, and if you want some different, what do you call it? Variety, that's the word, variety. If you want more variety in your collection, pick up one of these if you like the more tobacco type of scents. So that's the 4th fragrance that I don't use so much. On the 3rd place we have this Playboy London, a fragrance that I talked about in one recent video, and I picked this one up for $7 including shipping. So I didn't go broke when I bought this, so but this was totally blind buy for me. Sometimes I do a blind buy, but this fragrance is too old smelling in my personal opinion. Maybe this would work better if you are in the older age group, more like this London type of gentleman who likes this more old cologne, alcoholic type of scent. And I very rarely use it because I have a lot of better options. That's how it is guys. You're more drawn to your favorites. You have, okay, you think about, okay, now I'm going on a date, okay, I grab this fragrance. Now I'm going to the office, I grab this fragrance. So this is just a fragrance that's like collecting dust right now for me. Playboy London, the 3rd place. On the 2nd place today we have the classic. We have the Jean Paul Gaultier Le Male from 1994. The classic club banger that has been so hyped up and so loved of a lot of people, including me. And I really don't hate this fragrance in any mean. I really love this DNA, even though it's so played out today. But this is a fragrance that I don't use anymore, not as much as I did before anyways. You know, this is a very common DNA, as I talked about, but this, why I don't use this so much is because this is the replacement for this one. Nowadays for me. This is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Beau. I've talked about this in previous videos as well. I really love this fragrance, so this is my new to-go club banger type of fragrance. So I use this instead of this today, and that's why this is more a dust collector right now in my collection. And as I said before, guys, it's not a bad fragrance by any means. I really like this fragrance. I've used it so many years before, but right now, today, I think this is a type of DNA that doesn't work in every like club situations anymore, because it's so heavily used and every girl has smelled it. Had some bad reactions from girls with this one. When I've been on dates and stuff like that, they said it like I smell like their old boyfriends and stuff like that, and that's not a thing you would like to hear when you're out with that sexy señorita. So think about that if you're gonna use a very old and hyped up classic like this one. So let's go into my this was my second. Okay, so my first today is a fragrance that is really loved by so many people, especially Jeremy Fragrance, the biggest YouTuber in this category. And this is La Nuit de Lhomme. Don't hate me, guys. Don't fall off your chair right now. Don't get a heart attack. I don't say this is a bad fragrance by any means. This is a classic. This is La Nuit de Lhomme from YSL. But I have a really hard time with this cardamom type of vibe. I have to be honest. I personally think I fit best in more fresher barbershop scents. This is just a fragrance. I don't really know why, but I don't find this suitable for me as a person. And I don't know why. It's just standing on my drawer. I think I smell more like a cookie and a man when I use this. And that's just me. You know, we all have our favorites, good, bad fragrances, and this is a good fragrance by all means. It's a great DNA. Girls really love it, you know. And well, you know, I could really use this if I go on a date. It's not that I never ever use it, but this is more for the really close encounters in the really cold winter. And even though it's Christmas like in 2 days, it's 10 degrees here, so it's not, I don't think it's cold enough for me to wear it personally. I feel this is a fragrance that I use when it's like -10 degrees maybe, and it's snowy, and you really want this cuddly and warm and spicy cinnamon vibe to you. So that's why I don't use this so much, because the winters here in Sweden are really mild right now, and it's been like this the couple of the past years actually. So these were my 4 fragrances that I don't use that much anymore, and I hope you got the whole picture why, my short explanations why. But if you haven't tried this one, I don't know, you guys who watch this video, how into this type of scent you are. Do you think this is a really good scent? Do you wear this a lot, or are any of you that watch this video kind of like me in that mindset that you think it's too cardamom filled, this scent? Because I've noticed the younger girls actually have a little bit of a problem with this fragrance. They don't think it's that sexy anymore. I don't know if it's because it's so heavily used, this fragrance as well. The DNA is becoming more and more you know, common these days. It's not revolutionary anymore, I don't know. So these were my 4 fragrances I don't use anymore. And it's Christmas in a couple of days, guys, so I hope you get a lovely holiday. Give someone a fragrance, it's always really appreciated. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Have a great holiday and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao!